Kia ora koutou, no mai haere mai, and welcome to Frogs on Friday. I was trying to get myself organised to use a background today since it's a miserable looking day here in Tamaki Makaurau, but the time got away from me, so you'll just have to put up with a bit of doom and gloom lighting. On today's show today, so for Mahi Media, this one goes out to our 65 plus years audience. So if you want to work past retirement age, are you better off doing it here or over the ditch? So we'll find out more about that. As always, we'll go through our hot jobs across New Zealand, Australia, and the UK. And I'm joined by Shavneel Narayan today. So, as we approach the end of the year and entering the silly season for businesses, Shavneel's going to discuss if your team is staffed up and ready for that period and how hiring some temporary staff might give you an advantage over this time. And we will finish off with our social media poll results. Let's go to Mahi Media. Okay, so good news. We scored a win for the Kiwis over our Aussie neighbours when it comes to working past pension age, which is 65 in both countries. So I guess both countries have really felt the pressure of record low unemployment rates and labour shortages over recent years. Now, in an attempt to entice Australian workers to keep working after pension age, the Australian government increased the amount that they could earn from work before losing some of their pension. So I guess on the face of things, it sounds like a positive move, making it easier to get more Australians back into work or to keep working. But I guess when it comes to your over 65s, maybe it didn't have to be quite so complicated in the first place. So the difference in New Zealand is that Kiwi pensioners don't face a penalty if they work. So how much they earn doesn't affect their superannuation payments. Whereas in Australia, if you're getting close to earning, I think the number's $227 per week, then you're likely to have your pension docked. Does it make a difference? Well, from the looks of things, it certainly does. So in Australia, only 15% of the population aged 65 and over are working or looking for work, versus 26% in New Zealand. So over a quarter of the population. So if Australia adopted our approach, it could mean an extra 500,000 workers, which I'm sure in these times of labour shortages would be very well received. I guess we can't pat ourselves on the back too much. There's still more work to be done in New Zealand. So the next thing for Kiwi employers to do is to leverage this advantage and to show our senior workers that, yes, we've moved past age stereotypes. We value their skills and experience, and to really encourage them to join our businesses. All right, so let's take a look at the hot jobs this week. Okay, so first up for New Zealand is a temp role based in Penrose, Auckland. I'm going to jump in and see if Shavneel can tell us a little bit more about this one, although it is Scott's job, but he probably has a bit of inside word.
Thanks, Shannon, for that. So we are working with a company at the moment in the piping industry. They are looking for somebody with some experience in the CCTV space, where you'd be monitoring any plans and diagrams that they have for the ground stuff. So just seeing where the ground staff need to be and sort of move them around that place, as well as surveying operations of different areas that might need sort of concerns, or somebody might need to be sent to that area just to say if something's working properly or not, or there's any issues. It is a temporary role to start off with, and then go from there, paying about 29 to 35 an hour at the moment. If this seems like a role that you'd be interested in, give Scott a call, and he'll have a chat to you around sort of experiences, or even go ahead and apply on our website.
Beautiful. Thank you, Shavneel. Let's have a look at the perm role for the week. Okay, so this one's also based in Auckland, so a client advisor role. So looking for someone who has their CA qualifications, as well as experience and a degree in accounting and finance, obviously. So for this one, as always with client advisor roles within a chartered environment, that mix of experience and financial know-how, and communication and interpersonal skills to be able to advise your clients is really important. So if you're looking to make a move or want to find out more about this opportunity, get in touch with Simi in our Auckland office. Okay, let's go to jobs in Australia and the UK. Okay, so first up is a permanent role in London, so in the southeast, an HR coordinator position. And this one is run again by Hannah in the team in London. So it looks like a mix of generalist HR duties as well as payroll. And they're looking for someone who has experience working with a small to medium enterprise or small business. Looks like they've got a bit of recruitment thrown into the mix of all, so a bit of a jack of all trades, or Jill of all trades, needed for this role. As always, if you are interested in our roles across in the UK, get in touch with the lovely team based in London, or reach out to us and we'll point you in the right direction. Let's have a look at the video for our job of the week in Australia.
We are currently recruiting for a boutique firm at the forefront of modern legal practice. They are looking for an experienced practice manager / administration support to be a part of their integral team. This role is a mixture and a blend of practice management as well as administration support. Working alongside the principal partners lawyers, you'll help the team with requirements 3 or 4 days a week. To be considered for this role, it is essential you have experience supporting partners in a law firm and confident in your ability too. But what's in it for you? Work part of a brand new offices based in Perth CBD, engage with niche and interesting legal matters, flexibility to work part-time, and in a role that offers variety and growth potential. If this sounds like the role for you, please get in.
Welcome, Shavneel.
Thanks, Shannon. As you know, the holiday season's fast approaching, and it can be quite challenging to manage the service levels of a business during this business time. With the holidays coming up and Christmas season, so you'll have Christmas parties and things. This could also put a strain on your dedicated staff that are looking to work across the busy period, where you have to juggle both the customer expectations but also personal commitments of the other regular employees. In this moment, it is a great time to have temporary staff, because this would provide flexibility for the holiday chaos that is to come, and it will keep your business running smoothly, and keeping your customer service levels higher than ever.
Excellent. And I think that this year as well, so they keep promising us a hot summer, although it's a little bit hard to believe right at the moment when there's swirling wind and rain and lots of other nasties. But that, of course, can mean that people take that opportunity to make the most of holidays or might be off a little bit longer. So what's some advice for employers on how to plan ahead for that and make sure that they're covered?
I think one of the best advice around that is just having a look, seeing where the gaps might be in the workforce, effectively planning, speak to your current employees, see if they've got planned holiday coming up. Just create a timeline around yourself so you can manage the workforce and keep the customers satisfied in it. So, and the best way to do that is, of course, is with temporary staffing. So we do see gaps, reach out to us, and we can help you sort of make sure that you are staffed up when it comes to providing the high quality of service, even though sometimes the holiday season can be a bit disjointed.
Yeah, that's great advice. And yeah, absolutely. Having those temp staff on board can keep things ticking along while you might not have your usual array of staff on board. Now, what about for job seekers? So there might be people going, oh, actually, I'm at a bit of a loose end over the summer. It'd be good to earn a little bit extra. What's your advice for people who might be looking to pick up some temp or casual work this season?
Now, Shannon, I might give a bit of a biased opinion being a temporary and contractor recruiter here at Frog, but I'd say a great idea might be looking at different temporary roles or contract roles that might come through where you can also showcase your skill sets. So maybe reaching out to one of us in the temp team over here at Frog, where you've got skill sets and you can hit the ground running, but also you want to learn different new skills and have transferable skills. It's a great time of the year to do it where some businesses may need a little bit of extra pair of hands to help out. So just maybe reach out to us where we could maybe give you a few new extra skills where you could actually use in your current business, because I know some businesses also have the shutdown period, and if you do need extra pair of extra incoming through, it's always a good way to do so as well.
Pick up some extras. Excellent.
Yeah.
I don't think that sounded biased at all, Shav. No worries at all. Some other advice that I would give is if that is something that you're looking at, or actually for either way, whether you're looking for work or looking for workers, is to get in early and do that planning. So it's really helpful for us. We get lots of last minute requests, which of course we love, but it's always even better if there's time to plan that out. So if you get in early, let us know your availability, what you're interested in or what you need for your business, then we can slot people in and pre-arrange that so that it's all sorted and you can enjoy the time off and the public holidays. Awesome. Thanks so much, Shav. I must say the polo is looking slick. I really like the new swag we've got.
Thanks, Shannon.
Okay, let's go through and have a look at the polls. Okay, so last week we asked how important it is for your employer to contribute towards a sustainable future. So this was a little bit more positive than some of the results that we'd had earlier in the year. So it's boosted up to, I think when we asked in the first, maybe the first quarter, it was about 60%. So that very important has boosted up to 69%. So and really is a show, the sign of the times as well, that sustainability and obvious climate change around us is a very important issue. Let's have a look at this week's poll. So, as we said, we're coming fast approaching the silly season. We've got people in the office that are trying to put up trees and play the Christmas songs already, don't worry, we're not letting them. But if you are considering a new opportunity, we want to know when you're going to start your job search. If you be proactive, get in early, get in before Christmas, try to get things moving. Or if you think, no, I'll wait for that time to pass and wait until the new year and then hit it at pace at that time. So again, we'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on anything from the show and particularly with the polls. So feel free to put your comments on any of the social media channels. That's it for today's show. Thank you again for joining us. And of course, there's only one more thing to say. Go the All Blacks!